Rated E for everyone. Sega.
Hello there, my name's Guy Wilder. I'm the studio director for Sega's racing studio, and I'm here to show you Sega Rally on Next Gen. So this is a developer build we've got here, an early debug build. I've got some technology I can show you here. Now this is a single car on a single track. This is one of the first environments we've built. This is a tropical environment. So I'll start by talking about some of the visual elements we've got here. We've tried really hard to capture the essence of what we believe to be a next-gen Sega game. So using the next-gen features to really incorporate into this environment. Cars obviously critically important to any racing and driving game. So I've got a camera here that will just let me sort of pan around the car here. If you look at this, you can see we've got really nice reflections across the car. We're even using a metallic paint shader on the car bodywork just to sort of capture the hue shift as the light catches the paint in different ways. Enormous amounts of details in these cars compared to what we've been able to do previously. Right down to, I've even got a camera here that'll show you the wheels themselves and the brake discs, and even down to sort of tyres and tyre treads. So enormous amounts of detail in the actual cars and car models themselves. Just talking about the environment for a minute, I think Sega games have a real sort of classic look, and we've really tried to capture that with this game in particular. As you can see, it's very bright, it's very vibrant, very colourful. We've used all the features that Next Gen provide us, so we've got very sophisticated sort of shader effects and very detailed textures. But at the same time, we've tried to sort of capture this classic Sega look of giving you the feeling that you're in an environment really on the best day you could possibly be in that environment. Any off-road game fundamentally is about the surfaces and is defined by the surfaces and the surface effects that are in the game itself. We've spent quite a lot of time trying to get some detail, trying to get the surfaces to behave exactly as you'd expect them to behave in real life. So if you look at this surface here, this is sort of a fairly hard-packed mud surface. You'd expect it to be quite grippy. If I sort of drive up and down this surface, you can see, if I sort of handbrake and down a little stretch here, you'll see we're kicking up some dust, but effectively the surface itself has got quite a lot of grip. The tyre spins quite easily, but it's getting quite a lot of grip from the surface itself. It's not too slippy. We're getting some marks in there as the sort of surface is getting disturbed, but really not too much on this. If you drive down the track a little, there's a little water jump here, and down here, this is a sort of a river crossing. Try and do the same thing here, and you see you're already starting to kick up mud. If I do the same thing here and sort of try and spin around this little section of track here, you'll see immediately the car's spinning far more freely. The grip levels on this surface is much slippier, it's a much damper surface. You're kicking up mud as you spin around, you can hear the engine, the wheels slipping, and again if you sort of carry on around the stage here, you're sort of heading into the jungle now. It's getting much damper. The surfaces are getting slippier. There's some water here. It's like if I sort of head up, it's a sort of patch of sun, but as you get round to this corner here, if I lock the brakes up, the car's going to slide quite a long way and just skid. Again, you'll really hear the car engine labouring here as it sort of struggles. This is a really wet, damp surface. Okay, so what you'll see here, we've got lots of sort of tracks that the car's left in the marks that the car's left in the track surface itself. Now, this isn't just a visual effect, as I say. This is something that we've talked about for a long time, and this is actually deforming the track surface. I mean, basically, what we've done is we've got a 6 centimetre polygon mesh going all the way across the track, and basically, as the car drives across this surface, it's actually changing and deforming that environment. If I toggle to this camera behind the car, I can actually show you the effects that the surface deformation is having on the suspension of the car itself. So our physics is actually having a direct effect on the car suspension and the car handling. So the more laps you do on this track, the track is going to change every single lap. You've got a number of cars all racing around this environment, and you're going to feel the effect of the track on the car itself, and you're going to have to drive differently to compensate for the way that the track is changing as you drive around around the track circuit. So what you can see here very clearly between the particles and between the dust, you can see exactly what's happening with this 6 centimetre mesh. You can see the deformation working. You can see all of these 6 cars actually deforming the environment and basically carving these tracks and these grooves in the environment itself. And basically this is going to have a big effect on how you drive. You're going to get different grip levels by driving within those grooves, so they're definitely going to be something that you look for and aim for as you drive around this track and drive around this environment. Okay, so this is a demo mode that we've got. This is basically 6 AI cars all racing around this track. So effectively the player car has been replaced with another AI car. And this will just give me a really nice opportunity to sort of point out some of the features specifically that are happening with the game itself. Now, as I say, Sega Rally at its heart, it's a multiplayer racing game, and basically you can see all 6 cars here are deforming the environment in exactly the same way. They're all carving up the track, they're all leaving grooves in the track environment. And the key thing here is that the track is changing. It's a completely evolving environment. Any lap of the game is going to be different from any other lap. Okay, it's been a real pleasure to show you this version of Sega Rally today. Very exciting opportunity to work on the next gen version of Sega Rally. So really pleased to be able to take you through these features and lots more to show you. Really looking forward to showing you more in the future.